Hello, I'm Grant Hickman. I'm the Senior Product Manager for the Ecosystem Integrations team. I wanted to share today what we're working on, what we're planning for milestone 15.3. I think I'll start first by just jumping back to 15.2. As a bit of a backdrop, we paused in 15.2 to burn down a number of security, reliability, and availability issues. We have had quite a good milestone. We cleared off a number of those issues. Some that are not checked here are still going through verification, or they're close to going through review and close to closing. So very pleased with the progress that we made in 15.2. Jumping into 15.3, our OKRs are what drive the direction for us. We have set OKRs around improving our Slack application. We in previous milestones released a new version of our Slack application, which enables granular bot permissions, more fine-grained permissions for the Slack app. Uh, Another OKR for us beyond that initial release is to have an additional iteration for our Slack app. So that could be really any feature or functionality. We assumed or anticipated that next iteration would be around link unfurling. That is still in the cards, but for this upcoming iteration, we have a slight change, and we'll talk through that. We also have engineering OKRs that still drive each milestone, our focus on reliability issues and security issues. So we have kind of three core goals. We kind of highlighted those just in our OKRs, but the first one will be enabling what's called our Slack app home, and we'll be upgrading the onboarding workflow by adding new landing pages to highlight what exactly this Slack application does for the customer as they're exploring the integration. So with this initial goal, we should see here in the Slack app home feature an example of, let me jump to this one actually, an example of what this could look like. Within the app home, user could be able to get a sense of what it will look like to initiate a Slack command with an animated GIF. This would be present um, directly within the Slack app home. So once you open up the app, you can go to the home section and learn a little bit more about what this app actually offers. So as we do enable additional iterations, we can use this also as a communication tool for customers as they're onboarding, as things are changing. You'll be able to go to the app home and learn more about how to use the Slack app. The second piece of this is updating the landing pages that are corresponding with our integrations. As we were going through our initial release through the Slack marketplace, we were working with Slack and learned that there are some guidelines that we need to follow for future iterations around how we design our landing pages. And we also see this as an opportunity to kind of expand and improve upon the overall onboarding workflow for integrations. So this will probably be a first attempt at seeing how we could scale this across all of our integrations. Our second goal for 15.3 is to roll out the disabled webhook feature. Historically, what we've seen is that since our webhooks depend on an external receiver for the webhook to call back to, this can cause system-wide performance issues if we have many receivers that are not functioning properly, not responding. That can result in a higher load on our system. So as a result, we are working on rolling out this feature flag, and as a function of that feature flag, we're also adding some design elements that will help users to understand if there are failures associated with their webhooks. So if you are a project owner or a maintainer and you have a webhook in your project fail, you'll be able to receive a message if it is a 500 error. This is going to be a temporary or a cooldown period for the webhooks to stabilize, and then it will automatically re-enable. However, if this is a continuous issue after we've done some exponential back off, there's no resolution for that external webhook receiver, then we're going to go ahead and disable that webhook, notify the user, and you'll have an opportunity to go back and fix that webhook. All right. And then goal number 3 is surrounding again, our security, reliability, and availability limits. So we'll continue burning down those issues. We made a lot of progress in the last milestone, but we still have some issues to continue to address. Yeah, and one example, I guess, that I will point out for that category is we're going to be working on optimizing a number of our API endpoints, such as the project's hooks endpoint. So where we're seeing that the performance is a little bit slower than expected, that can affect our error budgets. So we're going to work to address that. All right. If you have any questions or if you're interested in learning more about what we're working on, about our direction, you can visit our direction page. I'll add this in the links in the video. And you can also learn here how to provide feedback or reach out. All right. Thanks for your time.